Welcome to the gold update. Okay, guys, gold still in a massive uptrend as always. Daily, we backtest this daily for the second time. Okay, it was a big 1 hour polarity level. I talked about that yesterday. We just hit that polarity level and the price just goes up 3%, 3.4%. Okay, it was a previous resistance level that turned into support first on this test. Okay, and the price just goes up 6%, 6.3. It has the second test here, and the price just goes 3.4% up. Okay, and we might go even higher. I'm just talking about the bottom here on the 4 hour first uptrend. We had it here, right? This range uptrend, because this 4 hour candle was not tested and is still not tested. So we can still adapt the trend, and this might be a good trend in the future. Okay, we still have this 4 hour untested candle, but right now we are far away from that. So let's see what is happening on this range, because I have a lot of levels here and I hope you don't get confused. Daily, we have the daily downtrend, right? Resistance. This was actually resistance 2 times on the daily. We did not test the body of this candle. We already had tested the wick with this candle here, right? So we were here on the daily, this as a possible resistance candle. We just broke through, so I'm gonna mark the body of this one here because the body was not tested, okay? And it's the greedier point. So if we go to the 4 hour, okay, we did not test this candle, not tested, okay? It just by a little bit, but we did test the back side here, okay? This creates a volley here with these two candles and the third white. So create a volley, we test the backside, that creates the range, probably the range trend here also, guys. We create the ladder, right? And with that, we probably have a 4 hour range trend. Maybe even better on a 1 hour. Okay, it's trying to break down. The only problem here is that on the 4, we can actually come down a little bit. And maybe since we did not test this 4, create some range trend in the future. Okay, so the main point here with this trend is just to control if we are going to keep the uptrend or not, because on the daily we are already above this candle here that can turn, let me just mark that, into support. Okay, if we actually today we close above the body here, we can turn that into support. It doesn't mean that it's going to test the body of the daily and just break up. Okay, it might go to some greedier levels inside the daily, obviously. So I just want to see that 4 hour, we don't need this anymore, right? It was broken, the 4 hour there. On the 1 hour, I was expecting, and on the 4, sorry, was expecting that this level was going to be a good polarity level. It wasn't created yet, so it was not a good level. This 4 hour dash line, the yellow line here. And if we go to the 1 hour, I was also expecting maybe this 1 hour as a possible creation of polarity. It didn't, so we can delete that. It actually breaks the range trend, right? It has a little rejection here with this wick. It just breaks up, is now back testing the backside of the trend. We tried to break to this range. We actually broke the body here. I believe we went to this break level as polarity, maybe. Let me mark this as dashed. I don't want to go to a 15. It might be a 15 inside this 1 hour, okay? Not really important at the moment. We tried to attack that 4 hour untested candle there. we weren't able to go there, not yet at least. So if we keep laddering down and not testing that 4 hour, we can easily create a range trend even more interior than that one. Okay, I yesterday I think I had something like this, and we actually had a little rejection on this one. Yeah, as you can see, just a little rejection because the 4 hour here was not tested. Okay, this one was not tested, and the price just tries to attack the possible creation here. I'm not really sure this 4 hour was not tested, okay, but it doesn't matter. Okay, we hit a massive polarity level there, so we can easily go to the top of the range. Okay, after hitting that level, I'm not really sure about that, just because we already created that top with the same level, so we might just go to the middle of the range. Okay, it's like a Fibonacci here, but I don't use it. Okay, we created this range. Let me just mark that. So we created this range, right? Polarity, it creates that top, right? It starts laddering down, bounces again on that polarity here, and tries to attack the next levels. It wasn't able, and I believe it just stays half 3.3. Yeah, just a little bit higher, but no problem. It doesn't need to be a certain point, right? We just need to understand what is happening here and what can hold it down or hold it up. So even going there, we did not have a big move down, not even 1%, 0.6. So we can easily try and attack that, right? And this trend is not created yet, sorry, just a possibility. And since it's really close to that other range trend, I believe this one is better. Okay, okay, 1 hour here. I believe we don't need that anymore. Sorry, yeah, we don't need that anymore. We kind of don't need this polarity from the past that didn't actually turn into resistance. We just broke through because, as I said yesterday, this polarity level was even bigger than this one. Okay, so we can delete this. We can delete this 1 hour also. And right now, yeah, guys, we might reject this possible creation of polarity, and we didn't even went to the 1 hour body. So we might create a range below this top here, and if we create a new range below the top and don't test the top, we might just break down and maybe go into the 4 hour untested candle here, or even lower. There is a 1 hour, I believe. We have a 1 hour here. Okay, this was not tested, right? But oh, sorry, 1 hour. Let me go to the 4. But we back test the 4, right? So I'm gonna mark the 4 hour body, and I'm gonna start the ladder on a 1 hour here. So this candle was tested, as you can see, the little wick there tests. It can still test more than one time, of course, guys. And we might have polarity here, honestly. Okay, backside. Previous little resistance turning into support here. No, I believe this level here is better. For polarity, 1 hour. Let's make that a line, and we have the ladder, right? Ladders, it even might ladder here on this volley here, the back side. It doesn't go to the greedy candle, okay? The greediest candle, it was not tested, maybe. Goes here, and it just bounce. So this might actually be polarity here. No polarity. It was not a big move. So we have a little trail here on the 1 hour. This one is tested, right? This one is tested by this one here, and we just move up. So I believe the best 1 hour is here. Okay, it's the only one on the bottom inside this 4, or in this case after the 4, that can hold it, but yeah, it's too close to the 4, so we might just dive to the 4. Not really important right now. If we go, let me pick this one here. If we go above the 4 hour here, we can turn that into a support candle, right? It doesn't need to test that. It just needs to go above and having some 4 hour support in the future. The 1 hour here, it's more complicated because we are actually kind of having a little move down. So we don't count this because we did not test that and we didn't create a range yet, okay? So we might have a 15-minute downtrend here. 15-minute, I believe it's the best one. And we already broke that, so we might just break up if we don't. Yeah, but we did not test these levels. Okay, I believe we don't have a range downtrend here on this little range. Not yet. Not yet, guys. So I have the 4 hour there. If we go below this 4 and we start closing some 1 hour candles below. Yeah, we did not open and close this one. We need to open and close a blue candle below. So that is probably going to start laddering down. If we don't, we can easily hold that and maybe even creating a 4 hour support here. Okay, if this one goes blue and maybe better be above this level, the 4 hour body here, we might turn into a bullish position. Okay, we are also back testing the 1 hour. I don't believe that is going to be a major point. On the 1 hour, we need to go above this body here, so that can turn into support. Otherwise, we might have a range trend here in the future. Yeah, it's not that great, right? Not even the 15-year as a range trend. Yeah, this is not good. So I do believe really that we don't have a better range downtrend. Okay, guys. So, and we are really close to that one. So we might just be laddering down. And as I said before, we might create a range trend from that 4 hour candle, right? So we broke the 1 and we can create the 4, but something in the future maybe. So I've talked too much, said everything I needed. Thank you guys and see you guys tomorrow.